From the very first second the images surfaced, the internet froze. No teaser, no countdown, no official warning. Just one image, then another, then a flood that no one was prepared for. Jungkook of BTS, a name already carved into global pop history, appeared in a Chanel beauty photo shoot that instantly shattered every visual expectation ever attached to him. This was not the Jungkook the world thought it knew. This was not the golden Maknae framed by soft lighting and familiar charm. This was something else entirely. Something sharper, deeper, almost unreal. The aura was different, completely transformed. And everyone felt it. There are moments in pop culture when an image doesn't just circulate, it detonates. Jungkook's Chanel beauty photo shoot became one of those moments. Fans didn't simply admire it, they questioned it, dissected it, replayed it in their minds. Who is this version of Jungkook? Where did this aura come from? And why does it feel like the beginning of something far bigger than a brand collaboration? This wasn't just a photo shoot. It was a statement, a silent, powerful declaration that Jungkook has entered a new visual era, one that refuses to be categorized, softened, or explained away. The first thing that struck viewers was his gaze. Not playful, not shy, not even seductive in the traditional sense. It was controlled, almost cold, yet burning with intensity. His eyes didn't ask for attention, they commanded it. The Chanel styling amplified this transformation, framing his face with precision and elegance while allowing his natural features to dominate the frame. The makeup was not loud, yet it was bold in its restraint. Every shadow, every highlight seemed calculated to emphasize maturity, depth, and an almost cinematic presence. Fans quickly noticed that Jungkook's aura had shifted from warmth to authority, from boyish charm to quiet power. This was not an accident. Chanel, a brand synonymous with timeless sophistication and artistic rebellion, does not choose faces lightly. And in this photo shoot, it became clear why Jungkook was not just a model, but a canvas. The creative direction leaned into contrast, soft textures against sharp expressions, classic beauty against modern intensity. Jungkook didn't disappear into the concept. He dominated it. What made the transformation even more shocking was how natural it looked. There was no sense of him trying to be something else. Instead, it felt like the camera had finally caught up to who Jungkook has been becoming all along. For years, fans have watched his evolution through music, performances, and fleeting candid moments. But this Chanel beauty photo shoot captured something previously unseen. A fully realized visual identity that exists beyond stage personas and genre expectations. The silence in the images spoke volumes that Jungkook's face, bare yet powerful, carried a story of growth, discipline, and inner conflict. The slight tension in his jaw, the calm intensity in his posture, the way he seemed completely aware of the camera, yet utterly unaffected by it. This was not the look of someone being styled. This was the look of someone in control. Social media erupted within minutes. Timelines filled with stunned reactions, slow-motion edits, and close-up analyses of every frame. Words like unreal, dangerous, and legendary appeared repeatedly, but none seemed sufficient. Fans struggled to articulate what they were feeling because the change wasn't just visual, it was emotional. Seeing Jungkook like this forced people to confront the reality that he is no longer transitioning. He has arrived. What made this moment even more powerful was its timing. Jungkook stands at a point in his career where he no longer needs to prove anything. His vocals are respected. His performances are iconic. His influence is undeniable. And yet, instead of settling into a safe image, he chose transformation. He chose risk. He chose to show a version of himself that is raw, commanding, and unapologetically mature. The Chanel beauty photo shoot stripped away excess and left only essence. There was no forced smile, no exaggerated pose, just presence. Industry insiders quickly began whispering that this shoot could redefine how male idols are perceived in high fashion and beauty campaigns. Jungkook didn't just wear Chanel, he reinterpreted it. He blurred the line between masculinity and elegance, strength and vulnerability. In doing so, he expanded the visual language of beauty itself. Fans who have followed Jungkook since his teenage debut couldn't help but feel emotional. This was the same boy they watched grow up under relentless scrutiny, now standing confidently in front of one of the world's most prestigious fashion houses, owning every second of it. The contrast was overwhelming. The growth was undeniable. Yet what truly made the aura shift so compelling was its mystery. Jungkook didn't explain it. He didn't caption it with meaning. He let the images speak. And they spoke loudly. Each photo felt like a frame from an untold film. A character with history. With shadows. With untapped stories waiting to be revealed. Fans began speculating. Was this a hint of a darker musical direction? A more experimental artistic phase? Or simply Jungkook embracing every layer of himself without filters? No one knew. And that uncertainty only made the moment stronger. The beauty of the shoot lay in its restraint. Chanel didn't overpower Jungkook with excessive branding. Instead, the focus remained on skin, texture, expression. The beauty elements enhanced, not replaced, his natural intensity. It felt intimate, almost confrontational, as if Jungkook was looking directly through the screen at the viewer, daring them to look away. Many fans admitted they couldn't. Time seemed to slow as people stared at the images, noticing new details each time. The subtle confidence in his posture. The way his aura filled the frame without movement. The balance between softness and danger that felt impossible to replicate. This was not the Jungkook of yesterday. This was Jungkook as an icon. What makes this transformation even more significant is how it challenges expectations placed on idols. Jungkook did not rely on exaggerated styling or shock value. He relied on presence, on growth, on authenticity. And in doing so, he proved that true transformation doesn't require noise. It requires truth. The Chanel beauty photoshoot will be remembered not because it was beautiful, but because it was powerful. Because it marked a moment where Jungkook stepped fully into his own visual authority. Where he stopped being defined by roles and began defining them himself. AS fans continue to analyze, edit, and celebrate these images. One thing becomes clear. This is not a one-time moment. This feels like a turning point. A signal that Jungkook is entering a phase where every appearance carries intention, weight, and meaning. And the world is watching, quietly, breathlessly. Because when Jungkook's aura changes this completely, it's not just a transformation, it's a warning, a promise, and the beginning of a new chapter that no one is ready for, but everyone wants to see unfold. If this is what a single beauty photoshoot can do, the question lingers unspoken in the air. What happens next? And are we ready for it? Jungkook's aura shocks the world as he appears in a Chanel beauty photoshoot with a completely transformed presence. No longer just the golden Maknae, Jungkook reveals a deeper, darker, and more powerful visual that captures global attention. His gaze, elegance, and quiet dominance redefine beauty standards and mark the beginning of a bold new era. This Chanel moment is not just a photoshoot. It's a statement that proves Jungkook has fully stepped into his iconic power. Watch closely, because this transformation is only the beginning.